Well, coming up next, ABC Sports College Football. Today we present a Pac-10 matchup featuring the Huskies of the University of Washington and the Bruins of UCLA. Jason Crabb, the senior from Laguna Beach, California, to kick it off, and Derek Ayers, 25. Teddy Lawrence, number 2, back deep for UCLA. That is Ayers, and no! Lawrence says, don't go anywhere, buddy. For the UCLA Bruins, he's had an outstanding year. 9 touchdowns, just 1 interception, 83 consecutive attempts without an INT. And this is the way it'll shape up for Wayne Cook and the UCLA Bruins with Stokes. He's been the main man so far this year, 8 touchdown receptions. Jordan Ellis, Davis, and Milliner with back-to-back 100-yard games. And with some injuries, Ricky Davis getting the start at running back. But UCLA will open up with 3 wide receivers and the lone setback. First and 10, 20-yard line. Delay, and that's Milliner on the right side. Good, strong running. And let's set the offensive line. Nowitzki in his 40th consecutive start for the Bruins, and Vaughn Parker, the All-America. They're the bookends at tackles for Terry Donahue's UCLA Bruins. Going nowhere. Ricky Davis, the ball carrier, 4th in the nation in rushing defense. Fontaine is the main man, 36 tackles, 12 of those for losses. The linebackers, Demetrius Devers getting the start today in place of the injured Donovan Schmidt. And in the secondary for the Huskies of Washington, a new group this year, and they'll be tested today on 3rd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Wayne Cook and the Bruins have been slow starters offensively this year as they'll swing it to Milliner on the far side, and he has nowhere to go at the 25-yard line. Eager to punt from inside his 10-yard line. Bryant, the all-time leading punt returner in Washington history, is brought down at the 49-yard line. And there's a look at Damon Heward. I don't know, it looks a little bit like the late Elvis Presley in my mind, but look at that game last week. You see the first 56 minutes, 10 of 20, 4 interceptions, 2 fumbles. In the last 347, 12 of 14, and 2 touchdowns. Bruner, watch him, the tight end. He's their leading receiver. As Washington will have a 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Heward wants to throw, and he gets it to Kaufman. Always dangerous, and Kaufman, a gain of about 5. Loose ball. And Tom Gallagher will keep an eye on him. Coach Jim Lambright said he went from being a 20-year-old to a 40-year-old last week in that come-from-behind victory as they pull 2 men and going nowhere that time is the fullback Matt Jones, Jameer Miller. As we'll take a look at that defensive line for UCLA, the wild man, George Case in the middle at nose guard, the inspirational leader. You just saw Miller make the tackle. 23 tackles on the year, 10 of those for losses. And then in the secondary for the Bruins, Marvin Goodwin, strong safety, number 22. He'll come up and put a lick on you. 3 wideouts for the Huskies. Heward looking right, he's got a man open, and the reception made by Dave Janoski.
That's something as he develops, he'll stop doing as much.
On 1st and 10 from the 32, Napoleon Kaufman. And Kaufman,
because he can break it anywhere.
2nd down and 6 from the 28. That's Kaufman in motion with double tight ends. The handoff to the fullback, that's Matt Jones. Jones inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Solid blocking up front, and
after running him on the previous play.
1st and goal from the 3. Kaufman outside, touchdown. Napoleon Kaufman with the push-ups. 6th rushing touchdown of the year for Napoleon Kaufman. 14 out of 14 this year on the point afters, and that's good. So with 11 minutes to go, first quarter from the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, Washington leads UCLA 7-0. As Jason Crabb will kick it off, the Huskies have jumped out to the quick 7-0 lead. And Ayers fumbles the ball, and Teddy Lawrence loses it. Washington's got it. Washington's got it. Number 1, Lewis Jones, the only Pac-10 team he didn't have a winning record against. On 1st and goal from the 3, Heward will throw for the corner and just overthrown.
Now they're able to capitalize on the turnover deep in UCLA territory.
Second and goal from the 3. Eward still got it. Gets maybe a yard down to the 2-yard line. Third and goal from the 2-yard line for the Huskies. That's Leif Johnson in motion. Kaufman. No signal. No signal. UCLA saying they've got the football. And the officials are signaling yes, indeed.
One thing UCLA teaches is to take the football away.
It looked like Donnie Edwards, number 23, that came up with the strip, and that would be his second fumble recovery of the year. So from the 1-yard line, the Bruins, and Cook loses it. Ball lost in the end zone. Cook loses the snap, and Washington signaling they've got it.
It's either a safety or a touchdown.
Safety.
It's a safety.
So the mishandled
Look at the left
snap.
guard pull. While the snap is mishandled, the left guard pulls number 76, Derek Stevens, and gets in the way. UCLA is able to recover it.
And this has been a wild scene here for the last couple of minutes. So with 9:49 to go, first quarter, Washington leads at 9-0. Beautiful punt. Kaufman will take it from the 25 and try the left side, and is brought down at the 43-yard line. And with 9:43 to go, first quarter, 9-0. Washington leads as Kralik goes in motion to the far side for the Huskies. First and 10 from the 43-yard line, and Napoleon Kaufman eludes one tackle and manages to gain a couple back, but he's got 8.5 sacks over the last 3 games and now has 19.5 on his career. On second and 11, wide open is Conwell, the tight end. Conwell gets all the way inside the 20-yard line. Donovan Gallatin. Bruner now their leading receiver, and Conwell on a first and 10 from the 19-yard line. Heward will check off at the line of scrimmage. And they'll give it to Kaufman. Left side, it's a foot race! No, they call him out at the 1-yard line.
This guy, he was held in check somewhat last week. And it looked like, to me, he got in the end zone.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Kaufman stumbles, but he gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So far this year, 15 out of 15, and that one is no good. So he misses his first extra point try of the year, and with 8:28 to go, first quarter, Washington leads UCLA 15-0. At the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, Jason Crabb to kick it off, and Teddy Lawrence, number 2, and Derek Ayers, 25, and that's Ayers who'll take it. And he is brought down at the 11-yard line. Ayers had just one kickoff return. Well, they beat San Diego State 52-13 and BYU 68-14 on first and 10 from the 12-yard line. Cook back to throw, and he's got a man at the 20-yard line. The reception made by J.J. Stokes.
It looks like Washington got rid of all their turnovers last week against Cal.
Well, Darren Washington, Sharman Shaw both out for this game, so Ricky Davis, the man right there, the senior from Houston, Texas, the ball carrier.
I'm sure he's not very pleased with the events as they've unfolded so far today.
And I think he felt they had some pretty good practices as the inside handoff goes to Ricky Davis. Hillary Butler on second down and 7. Cook looking down the middle. Now he comes near side. He overthrows Stokes. Allen, the tight end, will come to the near side. 3 wide receivers. As Cook down the middle, intercepted. Picked off by Lamar Lyons on the deflection. So 86 consecutive passes without an INT, and it finally happened as Heward, near side. Bruner makes the catch, and Bruner still on his feet. They say no, he was out at the 25-yard line. That pass was nearly picked off of the year, and first and 10 from the 24. It's been all Washington as fullback Matt Jones gets a handoff.
It's Damon Heward, and this offense looks so far today.
Absolutely. 3 wide receivers all split to the top of your screen on second and 7 from the 21. Heward looking to McCarthy, and the pass incomplete.
But they're stepping up and starting to play a lot better football.
Third down and 7, 21-yard line. Heward near side. He's got Theron Hill Hill still on his feet before he's dragged out at the 11-yard line. UCLA came into the game allowing only 2 rushing touchdowns this year as Kralik goes in motion on a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Kaufman on the left side and just trying to follow people.
Case who's 6'2", 255 is a sophomore, and they call him Psycho.
2nd and goal from the 8 on the option. Kaufman, and he gets down to the 5-yard line. Houston also still the defensive coordinator. Kaufman fumbles. UCLA's got it. UCLA's got it. Donovan Gallatin came up with,
and they lead the tie 7-3. Roger.
Thanks, John. And the first play run by UCLA after a gain of a couple.
As deep in UCLA territory for the Huskies.
2nd and 8 from the 5-yard line. Cook's been under constant pressure, and he's sacked. Back it up. Get it back. Out of the shotgun. On 3rd and 9. Handoff up the middle, and Milliner will get across the 5 to the 6. And they lead it 15-0, and Shager barely gets it off. Fair catch called by Bryant, and he makes it at the 43-yard line with 2:39 to go, first quarter. Damon Hewitt will hand it to number 11, Bino Bryant, and James. They came into the game with 17 fumbles, having lost 7. Now it's 19 fumbles, and they've lost 9 on a 2nd and 10 from the 43. Hewitt is nailed. Huskies 2 of 4 in 3rd down situations. They've got it 3rd and 10 from the 43-yard line. Bino Bryant, and inside the 40 to the 39, the kick return and punt return teams on a high snap is injured and not playing today, so Guidry will let that thing go. Man, it looks like Washington's down it inside the 1-yard line. But Johnson is one they might want to look at. He does a terrific job. Cook trying to throw out of the end zone, and he finds Kevin Jordan. And Jordan gets him out to the 9. UCLA, 46 seconds to go. First quarter, 2nd down and 2 from the 9-yard line. Trying to get a first down, trying to get a little breathing room, and not much going right there.
They just couldn't put points on the board.
On a 3rd down and 1, time running out in the first quarter. Penalty marker goes down. That's the first flag today.
Yeah, coming in there.
Illegal procedure, offense, 6 men on the line, 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down. Penalty on the play will have an untimed down.
So there'll be an untimed down. 3rd down and 6 from the 5-yard line. UCLA has had absolutely no breathing room so far today. And Cook to Stokes. Stokes is in the open. A foot race. J. Stokes. 95 yards for the touchdown.
Wow. That is his 9th touchdown reception of the year.
And it's good. And what do you think about that, folks? That's the end of the first quarter. Washington leads UCLA 15-7. Prince Arthur Emerson with 4 kickoff returns for 48 yards. And he gets them because they're afraid to kick deep to Bryant or Kaufman. And the good deep kick right there. And Bryant, he's averaging over 23 yards per touchdown reception this year, and that'll make it even bigger. And on 1st and 10, first play of the second quarter, that was Bornson, the backup quarterback, who's playing wide receiver today. On 2nd and 10 from the 20, right up the middle, and nothing there for Bino Bryant. And this is a fired-up Bruins defense. 3rd down and 7, 23-yard line. Hill and Kralik, the wide receivers. Ewert throws the near side. Conwell, the intended receiver, back to return for UCLA. And what a turnaround. One big play can make. And Guidry try to find a wall to the outside. Guidry inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. And UCLA, the Bruins have rushed for 846 yards in their last 3 games. But they're hurting the tailback. And Cook will go to the air. The intended receiver, Kevin Jordan. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Both receivers split to the near side as Cook will check off at the line of scrimmage, and that'll split his backs, Milliner and Hicks. On the delay, watch this young man, the true freshman Skip Hicks. He's been bothered by an ankle injury. The blitz. Stokes has got it. He's trying to get to the first down markers, and Josh Moore was over there. Trailing by 8, 12:32 to go first half. On the left side, Hicks spins, doesn't get it. Stood up, Lawyer Malloy, the first man to him, number 9.
Looked like he was a little hesitant getting through the hole.
Kralich's in motion, first and 10, 29-yard line for the Huskies. As Napoleon Kaufman tries the right side, and not much there as
an aggressive scheme that Jim Lambright employs.
Second down and 7 from the 32. Heward checks off at the line of scrimmage and pitches it to Kaufman. Kaufman's got some room to the outside, and he's driven out of bounds. The man over there, Teddy Lawrence. UCLA has won 3 of the last 4 on first and 10. The pass to the far side, Theron Hill is gathered up by 3 players over there, including
West matchup.
Second and 6, 48-yard line. Second man through, the handoff, and very close to the first down.
He's a very happy young man.
And less time in diaper study. First and 10, 47-yard line for the Huskies. Napoleon Kaufman trying to find some room, gets about 4 yards
from that safety position.
Second and 6. The handoff to Bino Bryant. And Bryant with some room to the outside. He's got the first down. Bryant inside the 35 to the 32-yard line because Napoleon Kaufman has sort of moved to the forefront in the running back position. As on the first down, right up the middle, Matt Jones.
I think Washington's been pounding him so far today. They've been on the football field a while.
Second and 8. Heward on the straight drop back will go right up the middle now. And Damon Heward puts his nose down, gets to the 25-yard line. Third down and 3, 9th play of this drive from the 25-yard line. Heward on the rollout, on the run, overthrown. He had 2 receivers, John, in the same area over there. 42-yarder for Travis Hansen, who is 0 for 4 from outside of 40 yards this year, 5 of 10 on the year. Bjornsson to hold. It's got the distance, and it's good. So for the first time this year, Travis Hansen hits one from outside of 40 yards, a 42-yarder. And Washington leads it 18-7. Lawrence gets it to the 18. The Bruins have scored 10 touchdowns now this year that are resting now comfortably in a Bay Area hospital after undergoing heart surgery last week. And we wish him a speedy recovery. As Cook will throw it to Jordan near side. Nice move by Jordan to elude 1 tackler as he gets to the 25-yard line.
The football coaching staff.
Cook 6 of 9, 125 yards. The handoff up the middle. And sticker on their helmets to remember their former head coach. On a 3rd down and 2, Cook the quick hitter to Stokes. And across the 35 to the 38-yard line. And he showed them a couple of weeks ago. First and 10, 39-yard line. Cook on the rollout. He's got Stokes open. He tries that move again. A little bit successful. He's able to get an extra yard or 2. Just Ricky Davis is checked back in. Cook's hit his last 4 on 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Milliner. The first man through, and that's going to be very close right there. On 3rd down and 1, UCLA 2 of 6 in 3rd down situations with 5:08 to go first half. Cook downfield, the intended receiver, the tight end, Brian Allen. Yard mark in career return yardage. To bring it back, left-footed punter sends a nice spiral down. Bryant, the fair catch inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
You call it play, you're being generous.
First and 10 from the 9-yard line. For the Huskies is Napoleon Kaufman tries the right side and gets about 3 yards. Damon Heward started 4 of 5 for 76 yards. Since then, he is 2 of 7 for 18 yards. On a 2nd and 6, he'll hand it to Kaufman. And Kaufman's got nothing going on the left side. 3rd down and 6 from the 13-yard line. Washington just 2 of 7 in 3rd down situations. And Kaufman, who has 2 fumbles today, to receive the punt on 4th and 6. And a fair catch call by Guidry at the 47-yard line. For the Bruins of UCLA, Ricky Davis and James Milliner in the backfield with 3:24 to go first half. Washington showing blitz from the outside. Cook with plenty of time down the middle. Got his tight end, Brian Allen. And that's enough for the first down. Just his 6th reception of the year. And they really missed him early on. First and 10, 35-yard line. Cook going quickly to the outside, And the reception made by Kevin Jordan.
Into a fine wide receiver. He's a good blocker downfield as well.
Clock running, 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle, Ricky Davis. Davis inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. On 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. UCLA driving as we near the 2-minute mark, first half. Cook, Stokes.
Oh.
Touchdown, UCLA!
I'll tell you what, folks, you can't ask for a better executed pass play. He's able to elude the defender on the bump and run cover. Watch him lay out for this football. I mean, that's as far as he can humanly stretch, and he's able not only to get his fingers on it.
Point after is good, and with 1:58 left to go, first half, Washington leads UCLA now by the score of 18-14. It's their Rose Bowl this year, and this is a huge test for UCLA. And the kickoff deep, and Kaufman will down it. And 1st and 10, 20-yard line. 3 wide receivers for Washington as they'll swing it to Kaufman. Anything there? Nothing doing. He's stuck right at the 20. But
The flat waited for people to help, kept his positioning defensively.
Washington, all 3 timeouts. The blitz, got him! Jameer Miller.
It's in the interceptions. That's exactly right.
3rd and 15 as Washington with 2 timeouts left trying to generate something here at the end of the first half. And Heward nowhere, and he is smashed. He was smashed on the scoreboard as they've got 2 timeouts remaining.
Under what I think is very adverse circumstances.
1st and 10, let's call it the 49-yard line. Washington showing blitz. Cook out of the shotgun will come to Stokes, and he makes the catch very close to the first down. Might try to go deep on this play, Jeff?
It's not a bad down to try it, Roger. You see if Homer Smith is going to try that. These 3 receivers to the right side.
Oh, they'll hand it off. Milliner, and he gets very close to the...
While the officials decided whether or not to measure, the clock kept running.
Now they've got a 3rd down in less than a yard, and they're going to throw it as Cook goes down the middle, and intercepted by Mason. Intercepted by Mason. Allen had it in his hands, and Andy Mason comes up with the interception. 2 timeouts left for Washington. 1st and 10, 43-yard line. Gives them a chance to maybe get at least 3 as they'll swing it out on the screen to Kaufman, and a great job by the UCLA defense. Trips to the near side on 2nd and 7. Heward is going to go deep looking for Bjornsson, and it's out of bounds, and time expires in the first half.
So much for all that evaluation.
Yeah.
Throw the ball out of bounds, and halftime's upon us.
Very interesting first half of football here as Washington leads UCLA 18-14. That was for Washington, rather, as UCLA had their backs up against the wall, turned around in the 2nd quarter as Burton will send it deep, and Kaufman doesn't get much of a chance. Heward was 8 of 16, 97 yards in the first half as Kaufman will come in motion to the near side. And the handoff right up the middle, and not much going there. And we've seen it here today on 2nd and 7. It's been tough running the football as Heward now will come near side to Kralik, and Kralik to the 28-yard line. Donnie. Kaufman gets it. He didn't get it. Jameer Miller, 95, to receive this punt on a 4th and 1 from the 29. Guidry trying to get it outside, trying to find a block. Not much going there as he gets to the 38-yard line. And, of course, out here for the Chiefs-Chargers game on Sunday. And we're going to spend a few minutes with Carl right after this first down play for UCLA from the 39 as Cook comes near side. James Milliner with the catch at the 40. And Milliner turns it up across the 45 to the 46-yard line. 2nd down coming up now. And 3 is Stokes, the lone wide receiver, and the pass broken up.
Talking with Terry Donahue yesterday on the practice field, he's played all 5 positions even this year, so it's a credit to him.
3rd and 3, 46-yard line. Cook scrambling, throws to Milliner. Milliner dropped the football.
A guy by the name of Keith Krepler.
Darren Shager to punt it from the 30. Bino Bryant takes it at the 16-yard line, trapped on the side. It's tell me about a guy like Bean O'Brien who had
Practiced all week and looks real well. Works well.
first and 10, 19-yard line for Washington. Kaufman with a seam, and he shows you that great quickness across the 25 to 26. Hill and Fraley come to the near side. Up the middle, and John, even though that was just a first and 10, 30-yard line, under 11 minutes to go, third quarter. Ewert looks near side, Theron Hill. What a nice tackle made right there. Second and 6, 34-yard
time of year.
Ewert checks off at the line of scrimmage. Once again, it's the option, and this time he's able to break it through for a gain of 3. So Matt Jones, Napoleon Kaufman, the running backs. And Kaufman will get it. Kaufman's got the first down. Folks, I want to tell you, Matt Jones, 22, trips to the near side and first and 10 from the 47. Kaufman in motion. Washington will throw it down the middle, and Kaufman with the reception again. Second down and 3 from the 40. Washington's got a drive put together here. 8:49 to go, third quarter. Bean O'Brien had nowhere to go on the right side. They've had a lot of players who've had a chance to get in and start some games and get some experience as Bryant comes to the near side on third down and 3. Ewert in trouble. He's stopped. Werner, his third sack of the year.
And forced the Huskies to punt.
Sixth punt for John Wardell from his 40. Paul Guidry waving for the field. Oh, what a great punt. What a great punt. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. This is the fourth time today UCLA has started from inside their own 3-yard line. On first and 10, let's call it the 2. And this time Cook will roll out to throw the football to Stokes and through his hands, and he was hit after the play in a penalty marker. A penalty marker down. And
turns his head in time and tips the ball. It doesn't tip the ball, but right here you see a relaxed receiver. And Lawyer Malloy hits him out of bounds, and that's a personal foul.
First and 10, 17-yard line. Handoff, left side to the 20-yard line to a 15-0 lead after a rash of turnovers in the opening minutes of this game. As Cook will look downfield and got his receiver, Mike Wynn, number 81, from the 36-yard line and out of the shotgun. Wayne Cook. 4 wide receivers. Allen wide open down the middle. Brian Allen, the tight end, hard to bring down as he gets the first down. Ricky Davis, wide open hole. Davis the first down as he gets to the 40-yard line. Running back situation for UCLA is becoming very precarious. First and 10, 40-yard line in Washington for the Bruins. Cook. Running out of trouble, now just leans ahead. The sooner they can get rid of that stuff, the better.
This is the best field you'll ever play on college or pro.
Absolutely gorgeous. Second and 9. The fake pass and the handoff. Skip Hicks. Hicks inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And as Derek Ayers checks in, and he'll go in motion right now on first and 10 from the 28-yard line. Cook with plenty of time. Now he finally throws to Stokes. And Stokes trying to get a couple of extra yards. Second and 5, 3:35 to go. Third quarter, this has been the best drive so far today from UCLA. Started at their own 3, and they'll hand it off inside to Ricky Davis, who's checked back into the game now. Third and 4, 22-yard line. Going quickly to Stokes. Still on his feet. Touchdown, UCLA! 22 yards from Cook to Stokes for the third time today. And it's good. 2:48 left to go, third quarter. UCLA on the 98-yard drive leads at 21-18. As Bjorn Merton will kick it off. He leads the nation in field goals. He's leading the nation right now and getting kicks into the end zone. And now Washington finds themselves behind. 2:48 to go, third quarter, as Kaufman will go in motion. First and 10, 20-yard line. And Ewert, that's just the old quarterback draw, folks. Nothing fancy. He's still running. He's got a first down across the 30 to the 32-yard line. So Ewert had the quarterback draw wide open that time. He got the first down. The ball at the 32 and shot in the foot.
False start. Offense.
Oh,
George Case. But they call that on Washington. So we're blaming Case, and he was drawn off sides on 1st and 15. The ball goes to number 22, Matt Jones. There's the matchup with Jim Novell, the senior, the center. On 2nd down and 9, the short pass to the fullback, Matt Jones. And Washington, 3 of 12 in 3rd down situations on a 3rd and 3 from the 39. Kaufman, is there any room? No! UCLA's defense once again comes up huge on the tackle, but he forced that play into the inside as Wardell loses the snap, and he is tackled back at the 30-yard line, busting through for UCLA. So UCLA with great field position. As we've completed 3 quarters, we'll be back after this message and a word from our ABC stations. They're at 1st and 15 after the penalty on UCLA. As Cook checked off the line of scrimmage, gives to Ricky Davis, who's trying to get around the left side. A penalty marker down from Bellevue, Washington, holding. So happened to be here to do that game, but you're right on the other accounts.
That was Skip Hicks' coming out party, wasn't it?
That's right. 1st and 24, so they've gone from real good field position to okay field position as tight end Brian Allen makes the reception at the 34-yard line, throwing the football 263 yards now, a season high on 2nd and 14 from the 34 of Washington. In trouble, Cook eludes a tackler. Cook now will just dive forward to the 22-yard line, very close to the 1st down mark. 3rd down and 2 from the 22-yard line for UCLA. 13:20 to go in this football game for the Rose Bowl as the Bruins lead it 21-18, and out of the shotgun, Wayne Cook looking downfield, got his receiver. 1st down, Mike Wynn with the reception. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. And Cook wants to throw it. He's got Ricky Davis in the near side flat, and Davis maybe he'll get about a yard. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Milliner and Hicks, the running backs, and that's Skip Hicks trying to turn it up, and you can see he's just a little bit. He's come out of the game now on 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Milliner, the lone setback. Stokes is to the near side. Boy, he's got all day. He felt the pressure from behind, throws it. Oh, just off the fingertips of Mike Wynn. He's 10 of 13 on the year and 3 of 3 between 20 and 29. And Bjorn Merton, the nation's leading field goal kicker, has his 11th of the year, and UCLA leads Washington 24-18. Into the end zone to avoid any run back by either Kaufman or Bryant. And this time he's going to go with the squib style, and it's not Prince Arthur Emerson, but tight end Mark Bruner who gets it across the 35 on October 30th. It's a homecoming night game here at the Rose Bowl. Ewert 13 of 21, 127 yards. He comes to the near side, intercepted! Intercepted by Teddy Lawrence. And Lawrence is run out of bounds. The interception by Teddy Lawrence. 1st and 10 Bruins at the 43-yard line of Washington. Wayne Cook has had all day to throw the ball, and he finds his wide receiver Kevin Jordan. Josh Moore there on the tackle, and I'll tell you what, 1st and 10, 33-yard line for UCLA. Derek Ayers is checked into the backfield as Cook checks off at the line of scrimmage with 10:38 to go in this football game. Ayers inside the 15 to the 14-yard line for Derek Ayers as Cook checks off on 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Davis is checked in, and Cook does a good job to get rid of the football that time. 2nd and 10 from the 14. Out of the shotgun. Stokes is to the near side, but they give a delay to Milliner. Milliner inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line where Josh Moore, 1st and goal from the 2. Milliner and Ricky Davis will now shift back into the I. Going to the far corner to Stokes. Wow, that would have been a great catch. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Ayers is checked back in. He's got the football on the right side, and he is brought down for the loss back at the 8. The 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line now. Stokes will split out to the far side. And from the shotgun, Wayne Cook with Milliner next to him. Going for Stokes. Touchdown!
a great call by Homer Smith. Take advantage of the wide receiver, Stokes. You can run those fade patterns toward the sideline.
8:42 to go, trying to stretch the lead to 14. As Cook will go at it from out of the shotgun, and that's Ricky Davis in motion as he runs behind Stokes on the far side. Look at Cook, two-point conversion, wide open up the middle. Huskies. UCLA has won 3 of the last 4 meetings. This is their first meeting since 1990 as Burton. It's a high kick, and it's fumbled by Bryant, who now picks it up and gets it across the 25 to the 26-yard. Remember last week, the Huskies were down by 13, 23-10 with 3:47 to go, and the loose ball was just sort of popped up in the air there.
That play is not what they want to kind of run inside the 20-yard line like this.
2nd and 10 from the 17, sack at the 10-yard line. George Cougars in the Pac-10 race. And quickly on 3rd down and 15, Ewart goes to the air. Bjornsson makes the catch at the 30-yard line. And that's
getting that first down like they did.
That was the first reception of the year for Bjornsson, as Ewart will go back on 1st down and find McCarthy. And a first down across the 45 to the 47-yard line. And 1st and 10, 46-yard line. 3 wide receivers for the Huskies as Ewart trying to go to Hill, and man, flags.
Or they have the confidence.
Pass interference, defense, penalty at the spot of the foul. First down.
Said no way.
1st and 10, 44-yard line. Ewart scrambles out of trouble, and he is tripped up. Guess who? Jameer Miller. And Jameer Miller, another big day for the Bruins of UCLA. 2nd and 11 from the 45. Ewart hit! Ewart is hit. Donnie Edwards, number 23. So on 4th down, Washington is unsuccessful. But we'll see if UCLA is content to run the ball and the clock here with 6:47 to go. Milliner, the lone setback, as the Bruins try to improve their record of 4-2, and Milliner off the right side, and once again, just good, solid blocking.
Losing, and with Florida losing to Auburn.
2nd and 4, 47-yard line. Davis, the second back through, gets about a yard. On a 3rd down and 2 from the 45, Cook will go out of the shotgun. There, the first sack of the fumble. Washington picks it up. Jamal Fontaine is caught from behind inside the 15 at the 14-yard line by James Milliner. So just as we say, no sacks.
Huskies right back in the football game.
5:11 left to go. 1st and 10 as Ewart wants to throw it. Theron Hill overthrown in the corner.
The entire offensive unit is confident in what they can do right now at this time of the game.
This is Washington's Rose Bowl game as Ewart on the option. Will take it inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line.
If you get hit in the back of the head, I mean, you can get hit in the front of the head with that.
For the Huskies of Washington, he's thrown 16 passes this year. He's completed 7. And he'll throw it up to Bruner in the corner, just off his hand. Ooh, and Bruner.
And good thing Bruner was able to slow down enough so he didn't hurt himself there.
Trips to the near side. 4th down. They need to get to the 2 for a first down. Bjornsson will throw it to McCarthy. Touchdown! Wow! McCarthy, who came up with a huge touchdown reception last week to pull his team within 6, gets this touchdown reception, and with the extra point would get him within 7. Extra point. He missed one earlier today, and he knocks that one up and through, and as Yogi Berra would say, is this deja vu all over again? 32-25, the Bruins lead the Huskies, and a lot of time left. Last week, they come from behind win last week against Cal. Now his team in a similar situation as Teddy Lawrence will down it in the end zone.
Got banged up in the head.
He got a knee to the back of the head as the handoff to Milliner. Milliner running hard, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9, 29-yard line. Davis and Milliner, the running backs, as the sun has broken through here at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Cook wants to throw and drops. 99, Brian Richards. 3rd down and 9. UCLA 5 of 14 in 3rd down situations. Washington's been coming hard the last couple of plays, and the pass broken up. The pass broken up. Mike Wynn, the intended receiver, get good field position. Vino Bryant back, and this is a good kick. Shager got a good boot this time. Oh, goodness. Bryant never put his hand up, and number 12 there for UCLA was all over him. November 11th of 95 against UCLA. Bjornsson still the quarterback. 1st and 10, 49-yard line. Bjornsson going for Kralik, who fell down on his route. 2nd and 10 from the 49. In motion, Napoleon Kaufman. He's been awfully quiet since the first quarter. Bjornsson avoids the rush, but can't get away from all of them. Matt Werner, 92, his 2nd sack of the day. Got the ice around his ribs there. On 3rd and 10 from the 49, Bjornsson gets away from 2-man, throws it, intercepted! Number 22, Marvin Goodwin. The pressure that time.
That's 2 down.
John, they didn't get into a prevent. They
No,
stayed
they
with
didn't.
the same kind of defense that had got them where they're at right now. And look at this run by Ricky Davis. Caught from behind at the 40-yard line.
Bringing those blitzing linebackers.
UCLA and Washington both with 4 turnovers. 1st and 10, 38-yard line. Ricky Davis the handoff. Ricky Davis inside the 35. He gets down to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 2 from the 32-yard line. The clock continues to run. And Milliner very close to the 1st down.
They have to stop the Bruins right here.
3rd and less than 1. Cook has done a marvelous job today at quarterback. 4 touchdown passes to Stokes, and Davis is tripped up, and we should get a quick timeout here on 4th and let's call it a long yard.
And I think this is the right call.
Davis hit behind the line of scrimmage, and the ball will go over. 1 timeout remaining for Washington. They trail by 7. Bjornsson intercepted. Teddy Lawrence. Touchdown. And Bjorn Merton's kick is good. Right now, let's go to New York and John Saunders.
All right, Roger, thanks a lot. That game, obviously, UCLA in command. We'll get you the final score when it's over. UCLA, it is now a final. UCLA, as J.J. Stokes had 4 touchdowns. That ties a record, 39-25. But